to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this look. This is a Valentine's inspired look. I want it to be super pink, and that's exactly what I accomplished. And I haven't done this look before, so this was the first time that I have attempted this specific look ever. So if you guys are interested in watching how I got this look, keep on watching. And oh my gosh, I am so full. I just ate the most massive, the cheesiest, and the greasiest quesadilla ever just now. It was delicious. I needed that. My tummy is full. I have a cocktail in my hand. I'm getting ready to play with my makeup. Life is good. I have this little Valentine's Day inspired cocktail. It says liquid therapy because your girl can't afford real therapy. We're just gonna pretend that I don't make myself a cocktail every night when I come home from work. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this Valentine's Day look. I am going to go ahead and do my brows off camera, and I will be right back with my brows done. Okay, I'm back and I have my brows on, and now we are gonna go in to the eyeshadow right away. I have an idea of what I'm doing today, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out. So if this video is posted, it means it turned out okay. If it's not posted, no one's ever gonna know. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my eyeshadow primer. I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm just going to put that. Oh my god, that happens all the freaking time. Let's try this again. I'm gonna put this on my lids, and I'm gonna blend it in with my finger because I ain't got no special brushes for this. And we are just going to prime our lids and make sure that these things are ready for this look that I'm about to create right now. Eyes are primed. Now we're going to go ahead and get into this look. So the first palette that I'm going to be using, I need to stop saying I'm sorry. I try to edit all of these ums out, but sometimes there's just too many and I just can't help it, so just deal with it. So we're gonna go in with eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use my Huda Ruby Obsessions palette because it's pink and that means Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna take this fluffy brush. I got this brush out of just like a smoky eye kit at Sephora, just like a brush set. And I'm gonna dip into this middle pink shade right down here. And this is going to be my transition color. I'm just going to sweep this all through my crease, bring it all the way in. And I'm not really going to drag it out too much. I am going to do a cut crease today. Okay, so I just adjusted my light to where it's like actually in front of me now, so hopefully the lighting is a little better. So now I'm going to take my trusty little Morphe M518 brush. I use this every day. I don't know why I can't just remember what this is called. And I'm going to go in with this pink shade right here. It's just a little bit like of a darker, pinker pink. The first one is more of a peachy pink. And I'm just going to run that right underneath this transition color that I just applied. And I'm just going to work this into my crease. I love these Huda eyeshadows. I feel like they are so easy to work with. I don't have any of her larger palettes, but I do love this one, so it makes me want to get her larger ones even more. They just blend so beautifully. Like, look at that, and they're so pigmented. Okay, so now that we have that blended into our crease, I think I am going to take this deeper red right here with a tapered brush and just really work that into the crease. Just make it like a little bit deeper because we are going to cut this crease. And I am just working that in to the crease. Okay, so now that we have that done, now it is time to cut the crease. I'm going to try and zoom you guys in a little bit, just so that you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully I can get this right. Okay, now that we're all up close and personal, I am going to go ahead and cut the crease for you guys. I'm just going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in vanilla. It's like the only concealer that I own right now. I just like to take some on the back of my hand, and then I use... Okay, so I'm just going to take this little flat brush. It's full of concealer because this is what I use to carve out my brows, and it's what I use to do cut creases. I'm just going to take some of this and I'm going to place it on my lash line. Gonna look up, and that is where we're starting. Hopefully this is gonna stay focused for you guys. So I'm starting it right at the inner corner of my eye, and I'm just gonna bring it up until it meets kind of where that started. And I'm bringing this right down to just the outer corner of my eye. So it's going to kind of look like maybe a sunset or something. I don't know. Okay, and this outer part doesn't need to be perfect because I am going to put liner on, but I do want this front part right here to be pretty smooth. I'm blind. I can't see with my eye closed. Okay, so now I'm going to go off camera and do the same thing to the other side because that was already stressful enough as it is. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have both creases cut, and now I'm going to go in with some glitter. The glitter that I'm using is this Starlit glitter. It's just like a pink glitter that I got out of like a Makeup Forever glitter kit. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to dump a little bit into the cap, and I am taking this very precise, I don't know if you can tell, just flat brush. And I'm just going to dip into the glitter. This glitter is pretty cool. You don't need like a glitter glue or anything for this to stay. My concealer is still kind of tacky, so that also helps, but I'm just going to be very precise with this and try and get it right where the crease is cut. And all I'm doing is just pressing this into my concealer. I'm not really swiping it just because I don't want it to get everywhere. And I'm mostly going to focus this up at the top of this crease because I am going to do a pretty bold liner with this. So that is going to cover up the bottom part of this cut crease. So I'm just packing this on to mostly the top of this cut crease. Okay, so now the creases are cut and we have glitter on our eyes. We're looking like a disco ball. Now we're going to go ahead and do liner. So I'm just using a regular black liner. I'm using my Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is my favorite. Hopefully this doesn't pick up too much of the glitter. I might have to clean a little bit of this up. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more concealer and the same brush that I was using earlier, and I'm just going to clean up the outer part of my eye because I'm going to do a wing and this glitter sticks to my eyeliner so bad. So I'm just going to clean up a little bit of this, make it a little easier to do some liner. Okay, so we have cleaned up some area to do our liner. It looks kind of crazy right now. I don't know about you guys, but when I do my makeup, it's messy. Like, it looks pretty much terrible until the second I'm done with my makeup. Yeah, if you guys are expecting me to just like know what I'm doing all the time, you are in for a treat. Half the time, I'm just figuring things out as I go, and I like it better that way. Now that we have carved out a place for our liner and our glitter isn't gonna get in the way, I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner now. Okay, so we finally got the liner done. I am gonna go ahead and move on to my face now. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Quench primer and prime my face. Okay, face is primed, and now we're gonna go ahead and go into the foundation. I'm gonna use my Becca Skin Love in Buttercup and my Born This Way in light beige. The light beige is a little dark for me, so I'm not gonna use as much of that, but I am gonna mix these two. So I'm just gonna take these two together and mix them on the back of my hand like a paint palette and dab them around my face. Okay, now we're gonna just buff this in with my Morphe M439 brush like usual. I'm gonna take whatever's left on the back of my hand and we're gonna buff. Okay, so now that we have foundation done, I am going to go ahead and move into concealer, and I'm using my Born This Way concealer in Vanilla, and I'm just gonna sweep this all underneath my eyes. Okay, so now we're gonna bake, and again, I'm using my Milk Makeup Light Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just gonna dump some of this into the cap. We're gonna set this underneath our eyeballs. We are gonna set the crap out of this face because we don't want anything moving. If you're going out to dinner on Valentine's Day, who knows what you're doing after. So you want this face to look flawless no matter what. I, for one, am working on Valentine's Day because money over bitches, and I am thoroughly pleased and happy with the fact that I ain't got shit to do on Valentine's Day except work, make some money, and probably get a drink because, you know, that's what I do. That's just who I am, and as much as I really don't want to admit that, that is me as a person. We're gonna let this sit. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and do my lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so we are back with some lashes. Now I am going to contour my face. I'm not going to sweep this away yet because I'm going to bake some more in a second. But I'm going to go ahead and take my ABH contour palette and I'm going to contour just like normal. Now I'm going to take some more of this setting powder and I'm just going to carve out my cheeks. Okay, so now while that is sitting, I know this is like super extra, like a bunch of steps, but I'm gonna go ahead and sweep away the bake up here. That way I can do my blush and everything. And I'm just gonna let this one sit for a little while. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to brighten up underneath my eyes just a little bit. I'm going to take these two top colors in my ABH contour palette and brighten up right underneath my eyes. Now we're going to go into blush. The blush that I'm using today is just this Sephora blush. It's in the shade Shame on You. And I'm just going to sweep that on my cheeks. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and sweep this away. I don't really like keeping this on too long, just enough to kind of like carve out my face. Now I'm going to bronze, and I'm actually going to use my Physicians Formula bronzer. This one is in light to medium. This one is just like a nice sparkly kind of like golden bronzer. I like using this one during the summer. I think that it gives you like a nice glowy kind of like shiny bronze. It's really pretty. And now I'm gonna highlight, my favorite part of every makeup look. I feel like a highlight just brings everything together. So right now I'm using my Becca highlight in Moonstone. Sweep this across. I like to top my other highlighters on top of my Becca one because I feel like this one doesn't give me the glow that I really like am looking for. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe highlighter in Spark and go ahead and top it off with this one. Now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and do something to my lower lash line. I don't really know what I want to do. I think I definitely want to line my waterline. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Okay, now we're going to smoke that out with some more pink. I'm going to go back into my Huda Ruby Obsessions palette, and I'm going to take this color right here and this one right here, I think. Yeah, I think those are the ones that I'm going to use. So I'm going to take the lighter of the two first with this little, I still don't know what this is called, pencil liner? Well, I don't know what this freaking brush is called. Why can't I think of this? Help me out, you guys. But I'm just going to take this and I'm going to just line my lower lash line with it. And I think I'm going to bring this all the way into the inner corner. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, and then I'm going to take this other brush that I still don't know the name of, and I'm going to dip into that darker one. And I'm going to just kind of smudge this underneath, like really close to my lash line, kind of getting that liner with it so that it makes it a little bit darker and a little smokier. Okay, so now before I go in with mascara on my bottom lash line, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I am using my trusty duo, my Morphe setting spray and my Urban Decay All Nighter, and we're going to set this face. Okay, so I've applied mascara to my bottom lash line, and now I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. I don't do this all the time, but since this is like a Valentine's Day, it's going to be kind of like a special night look. I do want to add just like something on there. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into this light to medium ABH contour kit, and I'm going to take this middle contour shade right here, and that's the one that I'm going to use. And I'm just taking this fluffy brush. This is an M504 brush, and I just dip the top of the, like the tip of this one into it, and then I just contour my nose. I don't really know how to explain like what I do when I contour my nose. And then I like to take a little bit of this and do like right underneath my lips. This just creates like a little shadow. So it makes your lips look like they're pouting a little bit more. It makes them look a little bit bigger. So I just go right underneath there, underneath my lips. And now we're going to go in with some lipstick because I'm looking kind of crazy right now with these bold eyes and nothing on my lips. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my ABH lip primer. I do use this fairly often. My lipsticks always come off on the inside of my lips and it drives me crazy, so I find that this helps a little bit. The lipstick that I'm using today is going to be this Fenty lipstick. It is in Flamingo Acid. This is like the only pink that I will ever wear. I love this lipstick. I think that it's so pretty. I'm not a pink lip person, but this one I will wear. Alright you guys, this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I'm happy that it turned out the way that it did. I was a little nervous. Cut creases make me nervous, but we pulled it through. It came together. Thank you guys for all the support. There's so many of you guys out there already that are just like supporting me so much, and it's just really awesome. So don't leave without hitting that subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.